I'm wondering, at this time in your boxing career, what is most important to you? Your legacy or business or what?
A little bit of both, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I want my name to go down in history as the best. But just making smart business moves. Smart business moves can be very, very lucrative. Of course, building your portfolio.
And what fights do you feel like so far define your legacy the most, Floyd?
I can't really say. I really don't know. I've been in so many, career-defining fights. I can't really choose one particular one, but all of them, played a major role, played a major key. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at today.
You briefly stated that you're going to stand in front of Maidana. I'm assuming you're saying you're going to stay in the pocket and be right there. Can you kind of characterize what's going to happen, and also how big are body shots going to be in this fight? Because body shot is what Khan dropped him with in the first round.
I'm not really. My focus is, this guy. I'm pretty sure he's going to be well-rounded and ready for this fight. Whereas, because this is at a total different level. So I think, I can't just go in there and look for just to go to the body. Amir Khan, the guy could have been doing, a lot of sit-ups. He's going to be getting his body in tip-top condition and tip-top shape. Amir Khan could have just, caught him with a good shot. My body is in very, very good condition, but sometimes a guy can hit me with a good shot and I can feel it. But, we don't know. How we're going to approach the fight is we're going to take our time and go out there, and if a guy leaves an opening on his face, we're going to take it. If he leaves an opening on his body, we're going to take it. But we can't just say we're going to go in there and just try to go to, everything is going to the body. We're going to take our time and pick the guy apart.
But you are going to be kind of staying in the pocket. Is that what you meant when you said that?
Oh well, we must realize that I am the bigger guy, even though I walk around at 150. I don't go no higher than 152. I'm naturally the bigger guy because I've been at 147 almost 10 years now. So I'm naturally the bigger guy. So I think that my dad's gonna. I think the game plan is to sit in the pocket, make the guy miss and make the guy pay.
Dab Judah explained to us one time that he felt like you can see the shots coming. You're standing there, you're watching the guy's body, and unlike most fighters, you can read a body and almost anticipate or see the punch coming ahead of time. Can you just kind of describe what you see from your vantage point and what you examine in a fight?
Well, I can see shots. Actually, I can see shots coming from. I can feel a guy when he's in the punch. I can feel it. I don't even have to see it. I can feel it. This is just with experience and just being around the sport so long. I can just feel a guy when he's finna shoot a shot. But a lot of times guys telegraph and tell their body language tell what shots they're gonna shoot because of how they position themselves. So, when a guy positions himself in a certain way, what shot he's going to throw. But my thing is, whatever a guy's best attribute is, whatever he does best, my goal is to take it away from him and make him resort to doing something else.
What does Maidana do best?
Well, it's obvious he punched extremely hard if you got an 80% knockout ratio. So it's obvious that's the best attribute. But but a lot of times, when a guy's swinging a lot of big shots, and they're not landing, you get fatigued like that. In the Adrian Broner fight, he was a lot stronger than he was in a lot of his past fights. So, I don't know if I don't know if Alex Ariza plays a major role into that because, and when I sit and I look, I'm looking at Pacquiao versus Bradley, and I noticed ever since Ariza has not been with Pacquiao anymore, there's been a total change in his power. So, I look at things like that, and I question things like that to myself. But I don't worry about anything, and I'm not saying nothing about Ariza because I think he's a pretty cool guy. I don't really know him, but we got USADA, which is the best, which is the best in the world, and we're going to continue to go out there and do what we're supposed to do.
It seems to me that the only way to beat you from this guy is power. Do you see him being able to outbox you for 12 rounds?
When he was able to, Adrian Broner's a good boxer, and he roughed Adrian Broner up, and he got the victory. So, we can't say what this guy, what he can or he can't do. We cannot overlook the guy. I couldn't just say, "Oh, he's just going to be an easy fight," because it's not going to be an easy fight for me. I don't think so. You know, so what I got to do is, you know, I got to make sure that I'm at my best. So May 3rd, I got to go out there and take my time, keep my composure, and be me. Everybody thinks he's just going to be a pushover, but I don't think so. So that's why I'm training hard and I'm pushing myself to the limit every day.
Is boxing any more or less important in your life now than it was, say, 5 or 10 years ago?
Boxing is always is very, very important to me, and always will be, because this has put me in a position to have everything that I have. This has put me in a position to be able to secure my family, you know, and secure myself. So, but it's not just about you know boxing is something that I love, and that's all we know is the fight game. So, but you know, I just want to be a part of the sport. So, I want to help this sport live on. I want to help this sport continue to grow. That's what it's about.
Have you been thinking about what you'd like to do in boxing once you hang it up?
Yeah, I want to continue to just help Mayweather Promotions grow. I want to continue to help fighters, and I want to continue to help this sport, just period. Even if they're not with Mayweather Promotions, I want to continue to keep boxing around. I want boxing to grow. We always looking for the next Floyd Mayweather, but after this fight, I have 3 more fights, and then we have to be looking for the next Floyd Mayweather. We have to be looking for the next pay-per-view star. But I think you got a lot of guys out there that can I don't know if they can replace Floyd Mayweather, but I think they can become pay-per-view stars. And Canelo is one of those guys.
Do you feel like to a certain degree that maybe you've become a little bit of a victim of your own success? And what I mean by that is you've made so many good and great fighters throughout your career look ordinary when they get in the ring with you. I mean, a guy like Shane Mosley, a Hall of Fame fighter, you made him look ordinary. A guy like Juan Manuel Marquez, another Hall of Fame fighter, you made him look ordinary. So do you think that maybe in the public's perception you don't get a lot of the credit for these fights not because you're not fighting good fighters, but because when they get in the ring with you, you're on another level and just make them look ordinary?
I think that I don't get my credit as due, because I think that I make A-level and B-level fighters look ordinary. So, but that comes from just having a sharp mind and just really, really pushing myself in training. Pushing myself very, very hard in training. And so when it's time to go out there and perform, everything is easy.
How would you approach a fight with Floyd Mayweather? I mean, how would you train and prepare to fight Floyd Mayweather?
I can't really say how I'll fight Floyd Mayweather. I just probably try to take I don't really know. I'll probably take a young Floyd Mayweather and put him in there. I don't know. Can't really say. I just go out there. I think it's just second nature to me. I go out there. It's what I've done my whole life. I was born to be a fighter. I was born to be a fighter, but alone, when I was young, I always loved to entertain. I always loved, to promote. I'm saying, when we done house parties when we were young teenagers, 13, 14, I know how to promote and make sure that the party was packed. So, promotion has always, been one of my has always been something I was very, very strong in. But now that we have our own company, I'm very, very happy with that. But how would I fight Floyd Mayweather? I really don't know. I really can't say.
How important is for your legacy to retire undefeated? And who do you think has been the closest? What fighter has been the closest to defeating you?
Well, it's not losing. Like I said before, it's about being a smart businessman. I don't go into a fight thinking about losing. It's about winning at life. The most important thing is winning at life. I don't really think about losing in the ring. I think about winning in life, just period. Far as what guy, a lot of times people say about the Castillo first fight, but in the Castillo first fight, I wasn't just fighting Castillo. I was fighting Larry Merchant. So when he's commentating, he's commentating, persuading everybody to look at the fight a certain way. Whereas I was hurt in the fight. I'm just saying my arm was hurt in the fight, but there's no excuses. I know I won, and I'm not just saying it just to say it. I know deep in my heart I won. That's why if I felt like I didn't win, I wouldn't have fought him in a rematch. Same way I did it the first time I came back, and did it the same way the second time. Emmanuel Augustus, but when I fought him, he was Emmanuel Burton. He was probably by far well-rounded and one of my toughest opponents. And he was a guy that didn't have a real his record didn't reflect how he fought. Because normally he takes fights on a week notice, a 2-week notice, or a 4 or 5 day notice. Whereas with me, he had a chance to go to training camp and prepare. So, Emmanuel Augusta was a very, very, very tough opponent that I faced. But we got the job done, and it's not about winning. It's not about winning inside the ring. It's about winning outside the ring. Only thing I care about winning outside the ring is more important than winning inside the ring.
In the last hours, there have been a lot of rumors about a Pacquiao-Canelo fight. Are you disappointed that Pacquiao is willing to fight Canelo instead of you in a very big fight?
Well, I know I don't think Pacquiao and Canelo is going to fight. Me personally, I don't think so. But if that fight was to happen, I'll choose Canelo to win. But I don't think the fight is going to happen.